Hello everybody, my name is Chef Rob. Today we're going to make chicken quesadillas fajita style. It has a lot of flavor with this, has a little kick to it, but if you don't like it so spicy, you could take a little bit of the spice out, okay, and just go a little bit less. I am first going to turn on my burner here. I'm going to add in about a tablespoon of vegetable oil. And then I'm going to add in some onions, some peppers. On the recipe you'll see that I have green peppers, red onions, and the yellow onions. But sometimes if the colored peppers look really good and you like the colored peppers, switch them around and add a nice mixture to it. The color always makes the plate look really good. So I'm going to take a little bit of the green pepper. Let's get this white part out right here. And we're going to be chopping these. Okay, so I'm going to use all of this green pepper. I'm going to use about half of my yellow pepper and half of the orange. If you have a red pepper, that would work as well. And then I'm letting the oil get nice and hot in the pan. So this way when I throw the onions and the peppers in there, they'll sizzle really good. I want to cook them pretty soft. Okay. So this is perfect any night of the week. This is really good for Cinco de Mayo. You can just really use this any time of the year. Some guacamole, some sour cream, salsa with this. I do a mango pineapple relish, and that would go perfect with this. We have a YouTube video out there, a churro muffin one, so if you're making this, you could also make those churro muffins and put that on the plate, or I should say on the dessert menu. I'm going to get this little bit of white out of here. And then we'll start cutting our onions. Scallions would go really good in this as well. Okay, I can feel the heat starting, so I'm going to get these in the pan, and then I'm just going to slice up my onions. Okay, and if you want to change this around with beef, pork, shrimp, just vegetarian style, this will work really great. Okay, again, nice and hot. I want to hear that sizzle, and then it's ready to go. I kind of like to spread them out like that. That way they start cooking and cooking a little quicker. Now you can use 2 red onions. This one's pretty large, so I'm just going to use the one. A little bit of peppers on my knife here. If you only like a little bit of onion, you can reduce it. If you like more peppers, you add more peppers to this. It's all good. It'll all be fine. Now, on the recipe, you'll notice I put a 1/8 ounce package of shredded Monterey Jack and cheddar cheese. Now, it's always better and always better tasting if you can grate your own cheese, get some nice extra sharp cheddar cheese. So, just a suggestion to make it a little more flavorful. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to get the other red onion in here. This recipe here will actually serve up to 10 people, okay, because it's 10 flour tortillas. By the time you add all of the onions, the peppers, the cheese, the chicken, it really stretches and you get a lot for your money. Okay, if you have a smaller family, feel free to cut this recipe right in half. It will work really good. Okay. And now just a little bit of the yellow onion. Add this in. You can always go to my Facebook page, Simply Creative Chef Rob, if you want to watch some other cooking programs. We have many on there. We do them almost every single day. I'm just going to give this a little chop. And then I'm just going to put in a little bit of salt just to get the vegetables just to kind of start sweating, and they will start cooking a little quicker, and I want to get them kind of soft. Okay, perfect. This will go in. Get this right here. And now just a little pinch of salt in here. And we'll start stirring that up a little. Nice colors, isn't that beautiful? Okay, let's let these cook, get them nice and soft. While they're cooking, let's take our chicken. We want 1 pound of either chicken cutlets or chicken tenders, boneless. And let's just take these, put them right into a mixing bowl just like this. And then I'm going to add 1 packet of the fajita mix. Okay, so 1 packet could be about 2 tablespoons of the fajita mix. So depending on how spicy you like it. You can also buy it in a large container just like this, okay, like a big pound container, or they have the very small ones as well. So I'm just going to add just a little bit more. Has a lot of heat in there, so be careful. I just want to take just like a very little drizzle of vegetable oil. Okay. This way it just kind of loosens up the seasoning onto the chicken. And we just get that nice and coated. And now we could just place this right under a broiler to cook it to 165. Or we can put it on the barbecue and grill it. We can put it on an indoor grill as long as the chicken's cooked. You could take rotisserie chicken that you had from the night before, add a little bit of seasoning to it, add it to this mixture, and it will be good. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, we're going to go put this out on the barbecue, and we will continue on with our chicken quesadilla fajita style. So let's throw this onto the hot grill right now. Just really need to turn it once. Just get it nice and charred, give it a nice flavor. And we'll come back in a few minutes, turn this over. We'll check on our chicken. While the chicken is on the grill, there's always something to do to get ready for the next step. So if you bought the shredded cheese, that is fine. But if you're going to grate your own cheese, some extra sharp cheddar cheese. So I'm just going to grate this. You want about 8 ounces to make 10 of these quesadillas. Okay, extra sharp cheddar cheese has been aged for about 2.5 to 3 years. And regular cheddar cheese, like a sharp one, is about 1.5 to 2 years. And a mild is approximately about 6 months of aging. And we're just going to grate this, and then we're just going to mix this together, and then we'll be all ready for when our chicken is done on the grill. Our peppers and onions are cooking nicely, just about done, so I can actually turn them off the heat. Okay, just going to give this a nice toss just like this. Perfect. Nothing like fresh grated cheese. And here's our peppers and onions. Look at those colors. See, the colors really just stand out really nicely. These chicken breasts should be ready to be flipped, and they certainly look it. And they will just take a few minutes more. You don't want to dry it out, but make sure you do cook it all the way through, 165. Little seasoning on there makes them really good. So we'll come back, we'll take that off in about 2 minutes. So this chicken looks absolutely beautiful. You could eat this just like this. You wouldn't even need to put it in a quesadilla. It is just so moist, has such a nice crunch to it from the seasoning on it. Really good. Let's go bring this in and make quesadillas. Okay, so our peppers and onions are nicely cooked. Our chicken just came off the grill. So let's just start chopping the chicken. Okay, we're just going to give it a nice dice to it. I could just really smell the spice, the seasoning in this, just so good. the way to make this really easy, add this right into the peppers and onions, just like that. Okay. And then if you could put these under the broiler to make little quesadillas, you could put them on a little panini grill. You can do them in a skillet on top of the stove. Okay. Let's face this. I'm using flour tortillas. These are the 10-inch ones, the soft ones. So when you take the mixture out, I would say use a slotted spoon, because if there's any little juice in there, you don't want it to go through here, because you want to get your quesadilla really nice and crisp. Okay. And then I'm going to make 2 of them, but again, there's enough mixture here to make up to 10 of them. And now take some of the Monterey Jack and cheddar cheese mix. Put that on here. I have a little small panini grill that's absolutely perfect for this. So just fold these over, kind of press it down, because the heat and the cheese will kind of make it like a glue, kind of make it stick like this. And now I just want to take a little bit of the cooking spray, put that on there. Don't overcrowd the grill, okay, because it'll be hard to turn them. I'm cooking this at a 425, so a pretty high temperature. I'm going to let that rest on here just for a couple minutes. Going to give it a nice crisp texture to it, and then we just cut them into the little quesadillas. And again, serve it with salsa, sour cream, guacamole. I have a guacamole recipe on YouTube, so if you want to watch that one, please look at Simply Creative Chef Rob and look up Foley Guacamole. So listen to that sizzle. Just know that they are going to be so nice and crisp. A little panini maker like this, you can get them for $25, $30, and they do a lot. They are really good. You can grill fish on it, you can grill chicken on it, steak, and you can get a really nice crispness to whatever type of food you would like. And just cut these into nice little triangles like this. Put them on a nice little serving platter. And then I still have more mixture right here, so I can make some more when I want to. I have my cheese reserved on the side to make the remaining amount. Perfect for Cinco de Mayo or any time of the year. So again, you can make these with shrimp, you can make them with beef, carnitas, the chicken, of course. If you want to use the boneless chicken thighs, they don't get as dry, so the meat won't get dried out as quickly. Vegetarian, roasted peppers, onions, scallion, any type of vegetables you like in here, and they're really delicious. Everybody stay well. Thank you for always watching my videos, and hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.